Hi, today I'm talking about being human. We are humans.
Human beings, the problem with human beings that makes them different, I guess, people like to say, oh, we're better than animals. Well, we're not better than animals. We are animals. If you like it or not, you are an animal. You are a species, a biological being living on this planet. So if you think you're not an animal, you're cray-cray. You're cray-cray, man. It's a scientific fact. We embrace, still, the idea of hierarchy, which goes against human nature, actually. It goes against nature. We don't live in a hierarchy. We live... that's like a man-made idea. It is a hierarchy, this kind of hierarchical system that goes against what... it is very different than the hierarchy, or lack of hierarchy, I guess I should say, in the natural world. We do have, obviously, the... what that thing called, when you, like, the food chain. Nature basically works in harmony with one another. Insects pollinate flowers, and flowers die and feed the earth again with their decay. And it's called the cloud. Well, I'm not going to read the whole thing because it's kind of long, but I will put it in the blog so you can read it. I bring fresh showers for the thirsting flowers. From the seas and the streams, I bear light shade for the leaves when laid in their noonday dreams. From my wings are shaken the dews that waken the sweet buds, every one, when rocked to rest on their mother's breast as she dances about the sun. I wield the flail of the lashing hail and whiten the green plains under, and then again I dissolve it in rain and laugh as I pass in thunder. You can see the blog for the rest, but it's quite a beautiful poem. But it's just about a cloud, and the most beautiful way that it interacts with nature, and how, regardless of whatever is happening in that little cloud, whether it's bringing hail or rain or thunder or lightning, it is just what it is, and it's through this whole cycle of nature. Anyway, I thought it was a great illustration. So, read it! Sometimes human beings will say things like, animals don't have souls. But that is just a way to separate yourself from nature. I mean, why would you even think that you have a soul? And animals don't. That we're animals, and that, unfortunately, human beings are operating a lot of times on competition versus cooperation. And we are not in the same situation that we were like a long time ago, where we're like having to hide from tigers and shit, or crocodiles. Actually, they'll still eat us. Tigers and crocodiles will still munch on human beings as food. Yum yum. We really don't have many other predators. Humans are feared and avoided by other animals in general. The whole idea is that we're supposed to know better. If we're so superior and we know better, then we should not be killing each other. Period. Ever. Okay? Just know. Other species kill sometimes their own species. They also kill other species because they want to eat them. Because, the whole food chain thing. But sometimes they will kill some of their own kind for survival or in self-defense. There are two particular groups that actually war, and chimpanzees do war, and so do ants. They will go and they will have war with another colony. And ants will even enslave ants from another colony. They're hand-to-hand combat because they didn't create guns and shit. So, like when ants have a battle with other ants, it's because it's for their territory, their land, their space. The resources are limited. Human beings, even though they might use the excuse of resources of why they want to do shit, basically that's not why they war. And that's a whole long, complicated video that I'm probably not qualified to discuss, even though I do have very strong opinions on that. What makes us different is that our reasons for killing other people have nothing to do with survival, basically, in general. And most of the kinds of killing in the other kingdoms of the animal world They sometimes do it where they'll kill, there's infanticide, they'll kill kittens in a, or whatever you call them, the cubs in a lion group. Like a male lion may want to wipe out the genetic pool of another male lion. But they're usually not killing adults. And the idea is, and some people don't believe in the soul or whatever, but a lot of people do, and I do, or actual like beingness, that spark of life, that energetic field of animation through a fleshy body. One of the things about the soul is that it has no gender. It simply is. Actually, this idea of the us and them and the other is created unconsciously a lot, and that's why we really have to be thinking people who are pausing before we act, not reacting to a moment, but responding with thought. This is what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to know better. We're supposed to be we are the dominant species on the planet. I mean, I'm not talking about like little micro thingamajiggies, because those, obviously, there's more of them than us. But one of the things that really makes us separate ourselves from each other is war. And when you want to kill people, you want to think that they're not human. You want to separate them and make them different to make yourself feel better about murder. When you make somebody the other, whether it's a good guy or a bad guy, or it's just the other and not you or not a part of us, then you are actually operating under a different set of rules sometimes. So you may feel that a person who is of another group is subhuman. Propaganda, and actually many stories, are built around dehumanizing and creating the other. So don't read propaganda. Don't listen to politics. Don't listen to politicians, because they are trying to brainwash you into believing that you're not free. They're also trying to brainwash you into the idea that you don't have any power. And anyway, it's all an illusion anyway, right? Whatever, being a human. But so we need to be creating partnership and working towards solving problems together, and we need to get out of our whole like ethnocentricity kind of stuff. I mean, that was actually something. So in Romania, I thought it was like fascinating, because Transylvania is in Romania, and a lot of Hungarians would say that that belongs to Hungary, and Romanians say it's Romania. So regardless, it really doesn't matter as far as I'm concerned, because I want to say to them, hey, and maybe this is like the whole American thing, get over it, I'm a mutt. So I don't really, I come from different cultural heritages. So I'm not a purebred anything or another, and actually probably a lot of those people aren't either, but see, I call them those instead of like including them with me. We are humans. So I actually, in college, I had to take a course called The American Experience, and then I thought about this course today, because I was actually thinking about these like ethnocentricities and how they divide us into them and us, right? Them and us, yeah. Them and us, the other and us, like us, the we are humans, and then the other is not a human necessarily. Anyway, as an American, born in the USA, Bruce Springsteen, where I am, as a human being from the USA, I felt, even though I had related more to my mom's side of the family, which was like the Eastern European side, because they were, both parents were from, of her parents, my grandparents, were from Eastern Europe, and they both spoke like, the same language in the house together and everything. And the children spoke another language. And then on my dad's side, there was a mixture of my grandmother. Her last name was Soprano. Yes, like the, that television show, The Sopranos. And then my grandfather was German heritage. So, anyway, so as a mutt myself, I had like this feeling of not belonging to a group. But then when I would take, then in college, I actually took German as a language. And as that, I kind of was like, oh, I like German because, I had like German heritage or whatever, and I was trying to find like an identity through that too.
I'm actually just wanted to say thanks for watching, and please subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. Down below, hit the subscribe button. Thanks.